Hi guys, it's Krishanti with Krishanti.com talking about psychic development and spiritual and personal growth. And I've loved the concept of energy work, and I wanted to talk about something very interesting that I've discovered about it. Now, when I started doing clairvoyant readings a long time ago now, the way that I learned was that you do a reading and the healing combine like at the same time. So you're viewing energy and then clairvoyantly, and then you shift and change that energy, and that produces a healing effect in the physical body. But it's more like a emotional healing in the body of the person, spiritual and emotional healing. So what I've been working with and learning more about lately is the actual physical healing of the body itself. And there are a few different techniques that I've used, but the core thing I wanted to discuss was what my experiences which is how you have to be feeling and the state of mind you need to be in order for the healing to be effective. So there are three techniques that I've been using on myself and my family. One is called emotion code. It's just a healing technique where emotions are locked into certain areas of the body, and then you release them by working on the governing meridian with a magnet. You release the emotions and it heals the body. And then I've been doing ascended master healings, and then I learned this new healing technique called the Bankston method of energy healing. Bill Bankston, who's very, very cool, and the method is incredible. But this past September is when my son started official public school kindergarten. And all the other years, I don't know, if you have kids, you'll know what I'm talking about. These kid viruses are outrageous. I mean, they are like nothing you've ever experienced before. They'll knock you out. We've been knocked out for weeks on end. For 2 years in a row around January, I lost my voice, and I've never lost my voice in my life. And I literally could not talk. So these things are big time. And I've thought about the energy healing thing and healing Ivan when he has these colds, and I've realized I've come to the conclusion that there are some things that his body does need to battle so that he'll have that strength for life. So I don't want to take away the experience that his body has to go through. He has to have this cold so he can build up resistance. You know what I'm saying? As much as I want to be able to fix that, I don't know that that's the best thing to do. But this past September, we started school. I was working with the masters, who I channel, and doing all that, and I started documenting when this would happen. And then I reviewed my notes recently, and it was 4 times I started to get sick. I went up to the level, I go to a high vibrational place, kind of spiritually, and I worked with them, and they helped me take it away. And then I did emotion code too. I'm the kind of person where I'll just do everything. I hadn't learned Bankston yet. I just learned that a couple of months ago. But I did emotion code and the masters, and 4 times right at the beginning I didn't get sick, which is incredible. I'm usually very susceptible to things, and my immune system is not, especially with these kitty viruses, I just get stuff. But I didn't 4 times. So we're talking September, I don't know when it was, October, November, December. In December, everything kind of got thrown off balance. It's funny, I'm making this video now because I'm at the tail end of a sinus thing too. But in December, with the holidays and family and all of that, we were exposed to a family member that had a hardcore urgent care style virus, meaning she had to go to urgent care twice. And we were all in the same house. And I'm oh my gosh, we're going to get that, and we're going to have to go to urgent care. It's going to be awful. And my aunt is a healer, and she did the work on us, and none of us really got sick. What I noticed was when we came back, some things happened that were really stressful, stressing me out. I wasn't able to meditate or connect because Ivan was not in school. And I remember one day, it was a very stressful day, and now I can't remember why, but I know there was a reason why. And my lungs started to feel heavy again. Like I felt this like heaviness, and I texted her and she did the work on me right away, and it lifted. And she said, remember, believe in it and don't be stressful and think like I'm better, I'm healthy, I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay. And it worked. Now, the thing that I've noticed, like circling back to that, is in my experience, how my body's responding to this, as far as just these minor viruses and things, or you know, they feel like big viruses. I need to have the time to go into meditation to receive that energy transmission from my high level beings that I work with. I need to have the time to connect in when I do the emotion code work, to really focus and to get in that mindset. And then when I am rushed or stressed or feeling negative, my body immediately like starts to become susceptible. So with this sinus thing, it kind of like sneaked up on us, and the next thing you know, I'm like, oh, I have it. And yes, you can have it, and you can still do the emotion code work to release it, or whatever energy healing technique to release it. But I felt like I didn't like hook in. Like there's like a space, like something that happens, like where you are. I don't know how to explain it. A state of mind or a state of being where you can just like do it. And I feel like I was in the throes of work projects and of Ivan stuff and of our life, so to speak, and I didn't take the time to actually sit down and be like, okay, I'm going to do this. And if I were to do that, I probably would have beat this. But you know, we're not all perfect, and I think I think it's an interesting experience to think about the idea that maybe your body wants to, for some reason, like go through something. That might be a reason why you're not able to snap back or heal. But for energy healing to work, for the most part, I've noticed that there needs to be a consistency. In some cases, things can be taken away immediately, or you can recover like straight away. But in other cases, consistency needs to be the key. Or in some cases, if we're not talking about a virus or something, but it's more of a long-term chronic condition, it's like stripping away the layers and peeling back all of that so the body can heal. But the body is always shifting and changing according to its environment and your emotional state. So you want to take that into consideration as well. But yeah, the Bankston thing I didn't talk a lot about. Maybe I'll make a whole video about that because it's so cool. I'm still practicing it and working with it. But it's a fascinating technique, quite unique, and he is a scientific researcher, so he has done hundreds of experiments proving the efficacy of this energy work. So maybe I'll do a thing on that later on. But that's about it for today. If you want to learn more about how to become more psychic, or get some tools to help you on your path of transformation and spiritual growth, check out Krishanti.com. You can also work with me one-on-one. It's all over there. And that's it for today. So I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye.